So your anxiety doesn't just exist in a vacuum. It is fueled and driven in the background by certain, let's just call them hidden agreements you made with your own self in your early life, typically in your childhood. Okay. And these hidden agreements end up becoming rules that you unconsciously follow even now as an adult in order to typically stay safe and earn love. Okay. And so if you have anxiety that is persistent, no matter even what else is going on in your actual present life, it's typically because you are still living by these hidden rules from childhood, even though they may not serve you anymore. Okay? And so in this video, let's do an exercise right now, right, to find out what your own hidden agreements are from childhood. Okay? And we'll do it in 3 steps, and we'll do each of them right now. So step 1, just grab a pen and paper or just do this in your head. Complete the following sentence. In order to be loved and safe, I must always blank. Complete the following sentence. Whatever pops up first in your mind, write that down. Okay. Now, when I do this with the thousands of other advisees I've worked with in the past 10 plus years, here are some examples of what will typically come up. Example 1, in order to be safe and loved, I must always be perfect. Be perfect in my behavior, in my physical, hotness and appearance, etc., etc. I must always be perfect. Okay, example number 2. In order to be safe and loved, I must always put others first. I must always push my needs to the background and put the needs of others ahead of mine. Okay? Example 3. In order to be loved and safe, I must always succeed and achieve and never fail. Okay, those are just 3 examples. You find your own. That's step 1. Now, step 2. Complete this second sentence. If I fail to do what step 1 said, right? If I fail to do the thing I'm supposed to do, it means blank. What does it mean? Okay. What's the consequence, right? Your inner self believes will happen if you fail at fulfilling the condition that you had stated in the previous sentence. Here are some examples. If I'm not perfect, I will be abandoned. Another example. If I actually put my own needs first, I will be a bad person and unworthy of love. Okay. Another example. If I fail to achieve and succeed, I will be worthless and no one will love me. Okay. And step 2 then is to find your own version of this consequence statement. All right. Step 3 then. You look at what you just wrote in those 2 statements and then ask yourself, who taught me this, right? Where did I get this? Where did this come from? Right? And you may journal a couple of pages on this. You can pause the video where it's like, okay, FML, this is what I believe. Clearly, this is not serving me. Where did this come from? Okay, that's the first question. And then the second question is, do I actually still, as an adult, believe these statements to be true? Or is there a glimmer of a potential where I could change these statements for my life? And you may be like, no, these are still true for me, right? These are still true for me. Okay, if that's the case, let me ask it to you this way. Can I think of anybody else in my life for whom these statements are not true? Right? Like, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to always succeed, and they will be just fine. People will still love them. They won't be abandoned. Life will be all right. Okay? Can you think of anybody else in your life for whom these statements are not true? And if so, the question is, why are these statements not true for them, but true for me? Why is that? Okay. And there are more questions where we can take it even deeper. But for now, what I want to leave you with is the fact that just becoming aware of your inner hidden agreements from childhood and inner hidden rules that are driving your behavior even in adulthood, just becoming aware of these hidden statements can bring instant relief. Right? It's like when you look at them, when you look at what you've written on the paper, even in the course of this short video, you're like, oh my gosh, that is the thing. This is the thing that has been dogging me all my life. And I don't even really know how to resolve it, but just knowing what it is, knowing that it has a name, is already hugely relieving. It's like when you go to the doctor and you finally get the diagnosis that explains all these weird symptoms that you've been having for the past 20 years. You haven't cured the disease yet, but just knowing that it's a thing, that you're not crazy, can bring huge relief. Okay? But now let's take it even one step further. Now, once you realize you can name it, and you have it, it's not hidden, pulling the levers of your life from behind the curtain, it's out in front, you can see it. You may also realize an additional possibility, which is, now that I can name it and see it, maybe I can actually change it and make a rule or a hidden agreement to follow that will actually serve me and not make me anxious anymore. Okay? Now, this is getting into even more advanced territory, but I will tell you that once you learn how to do that, and you've actually done it once, in this case for your anxiety, you will also realize that, heck, if I could do it with this, I can basically do the same method for any other hidden rule that I have within me as an adult, not just for my anxiety, but for my relationship with my body, for my relationship with money, for how I pursue my career, for how I pursue my romantic relationships. There are hidden agreements in all of these areas of your life, and if I can find and change the hidden agreements that are causing my anxiety, I can basically find and change the hidden agreements in any other area of my life. And in so doing, you will be able to completely recraft, redesign, and remanifest the very nature of your felt sense of what it's like to be alive. You can basically manifest to the point where you are living the life of your dreams and even beyond. Okay. And so in the full Calming Anxiety program, I will take you step by step into how to fully rewrite these beliefs and hidden agreements from childhood at the root, at least for the anxiety related ones, right? But just for today, just sit with the possibility that your current rules for life are not actually set in stone. They're just hidden from your awareness. And once you become aware of them, you can actually potentially change them. All right. So in the next video, we'll explore the final piece of this series, which is how to integrate everything you've learned into your sort of operating routine everyday life. And if you would like that step-by-step roadmap for shifting these beliefs, you can sign up for my Quickfire Calming Anxiety program. It will walk you everything in full detail in a fast, efficient, and cost-effective way. You'll find the links for everything in the description below.